everyone. Welcome to first term exam seminar. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so welcome. Okay, we will start first, but I'm so glad that you all joined this class today because this seminar, the purpose of the seminar is to help you to prepare, or I would say to prepare your first term exam with you, because most of the time we have started this syllabus since I think since December we already start new syllabus, right? So now is a time for us to revision, to have a wrap of everything that going to be tested by your exam. Okay, so far so good. So yeah, welcome. So let's start. So today our target is to do as much as exercise as possible and then cover as much topics as possible. So of course, we will surely cover what we have learned in your Form 2 syllabus. Okay, like yeah, like the algebras and also the factorization, all those things. But we also try to attempt the questions that is quite challenging. So you will got to feel that, okay, how would my exam be? Okay, so let's start. So we will try, okay, my target is to, in the first 30 minutes, we'll try to solve all kinds of algebra solution as possible, and also the factorization part. And then later on, we'll go to next few chapters that is like revision for Form 1. And then last but not least, the last 30 minutes, we will going to try some problem solving question. Okay, so let's start. So if you are, because our class is not too big, right? So any question, just raise your hand or even on your mic and ask me, okay? Because we will want to do it together. Again, the way to improve in your maths is not copy. Remember, is to do yourself, to attempt yourself. And then surely this 1.5 hours surely cannot complete the whole sets of questions together with you. But the rest, please take time to finish on your own. Okay? And the answer will be provided. Okay. So now let's start. Let's go to page 3. Let's start with the simple one. Simplify, which is in our chapter 2, right? Correct or not? Okay. So yeah, we'll do it together. Understand? So if you do it faster than me, it's okay. Go and try another new more questions and then check the answer with me. Okay. So now let us start. Simplify the first one. A. Okay. Anything that you're not sure, remember to raise your hand. So this is too simple. I think I won't do summary with you all just together. So 5p plus 2pq and then plus 3p pq. So I think this we need to use factorization. Am I right? Do you remember factorize and expand? Factorize and expand? Yes, right, correct. So let's do together. So any one of you are not from my class previously? Just wondering. I want to make new friends. Okay, some of you I know. Is it India? You are from other class, is it? Because like, okay, never mind. No matter you're from any tutors, it's okay. We just make friends and study together lah. Okay, so this is definitely, we have factorized meaning to tapao. Do you remember tapao? Okay, whatever that both of them have, take it out. So for this case, we have P that is tapao, can be tapao, right? So we'll just bring P out. P 5 plus 2Q. Okay, this is called tapao. And then this, what we have, same things, we also have P, correct? So we tapao P, 3 minus Q. Okay? And then what we gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hey, wait. Sorry, no, don't. Okay, I think we try another step. Not this. Don't tapao first. I think we can open the bracket first. Later, we only tapao lah. 2p cannot. No. We try another way. Sorry, 5p plus 2pq. And then plus 3p minus PQ. And then can you see there are 2P here? So the easiest way is to group them together. Can you see there are two letters that are same? 5P and 3P, so total is 8P. Okay, next is this. Can you see? 2PQ minus 1PQ. So we left with PQ. Am I right? Okay. And then now, only we factorize. So just now I factorized too early because we want to solve it. Okay? And then 8P and PQ. What are the common things I can tap out together? Definitely is P. So my answer will end with this. P 8 plus Q. Cha-chang. Okay, this is a simple question. And now we try B. So I'll skip. So I just skip like all those questions to. So we just do it y'all together. B. 6AB squared minus 5mn. And then 5AB squared minus 2mn plus 11. So do together again. So now first step first, so we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? We just open the bracket lah. Seriously. Yeah, just expand it better. Expand meaning you open the dabao, so no bracket anymore. It's okay. So 6AB squared. Okay, you don't see any similar from the same family. So when we regroup or rearrange the terms, right? We have to according to your family. So first we have AB squared. Can you see AB squared is here? And then we also have MN. So we try our best to group them lah. That's it. So 6AB squared can group with minus 5AB squared, right? Correct? And then minus 5mn can group with 2mn and then plus 11. So the bracket is a bit confusing, to be honest. If without bracket, we know, but the bracket makes me want to factorize some more, okay? So no, okay. So 6 minus 5ab squared. And then this is 5 minus 2, it will equal to 7mn plus 11. Correct? Did I copy the question wrongly? I know. Just now I copied my question too fast already. So I think it's 5ab squared. The bracket is super important. Just now I almost missed that. So 6ab squared minus 5mn, right? Remember, when you see minus in the bracket, meaning every terms need to times by negative. So all the negative would become positive because negative, negative, positive. But all the positive will automatically change to negative. So see, the first is 5ab squared. And then negative, negative, can you see? Negative and negative, it will become positive 2mn. And then positive, negative will become negative 11. Okay, so same thing. When you copy question, remember you have to be very careful. Okay, so again, now we only group together 6 and minus 5ab, it will become 6 minus 1 will be ab squared. Okay, now the other term, the second term is mn and mn. Minus 5 plus 2 will be minus 3mn and then left with 11. So this is how is the terms go. Okay, so far so good. So here we'll test our skill to open bracket, expand, and then to dabao. I think no problem, right? Tianqi, you also okay, right? Okay, now we go to second question. I really hope that you really try yourself, not copy my answer, okay? Try yourself, okay? So now the second part. This is called also simplify. When I see simplify, when I see fraction, I will be super happy. Or I see divide, also super happy. Why? Because I got time to cancel off the same term. Okay, whenever you see all these are times together, right? Like fraction, if they times, it's okay. No need to change to same fraction. But when they are plus and minus, then we need to make sure they are in the same denominator. 分母要一样. Okay, now we continue. So 8 and 3 and 2, 4 times. When you see times, when you do this kind of question, times, I will everything put on upper part. But when it's divide or fraction, I will put in lower. So definitely times is M and P is on top. So I will put on top M and P. This is the way for me to easy to like to simplify it. Okay, and then now come to divide. When it divide, do you know, right? If it's a fraction divide, you need to flip it, blah, blah, flip it. So this will become times 6 and 2 and 3. This is how do we do division for fraction, okay? So since again, I want to properly arrange on upper and lower on it. I don't want to make it so many terms. So I will put 6 together on top and then times m squared n squared. Okay, steady. And then now, happy time, we can simplify, we can cancel off already. Okay, now what can we do? 4, 2, and 3, right? Okay, and then we have m2, m squared. m2 meaning you have two m's, you know, m m times m. And then upper, do we have m? We got m, right? So I think I can cancel this. We got 3m on top. Lower 2m, 3m on top. And then I left with only 1m. Okay, left with 1m. This is how how do we cancel? And then n3. So n3 on top got this have 3 n's. On top also have 3, right? Because we got n2 and then m. Okay, so it's a bit messy. So later on, we will tidy up. So far, I think I've done factorization. So the lower part, the denominator, I think we don't have any values left, right? So just on top, what do we have? So we tidy a bit. So we have 2, and then we have only 1m, and then, oh, there's another m, so m squared, and then p, oh, and another 6. So 6 times 2 is equals to 12. Okay? Correct? Understand? So far, okay, I think this is quite simple. Nice. Continue. So it's called cancellation. So I really enjoy doing this. Like, it suits me. Okay, make my emotion more calm. Okay, yeah, finally. Next, we go to question number 2, lower part here. Yeah. Okay, let's try again. Okay, just a quick revision now, and also make your muscle in math better. Okay. So that's how should we do? First thing first, we have to settle this 6, right? Correct? So we need to factorize. So some say, teacher, okay, of course, this can expand. We can know that we can expand it. And now about on top also can factorize that because we have 12 and 18. We can divide. But I cannot thorough. Can I just thorough divide like that too? And then this cannot. And you have to factorize it out. You know what is factorize? Meaning you have to bracket it. So 16 and 18, I can take out 6 cannot, like 3, right? I can take out 3, correct? 3. So factorize 3 out. So it will be 4pq squared and then 6pqr. Correct? I think 6 is better. I think take out 6 better. Yeah. 6. If it's 6, it will be 2pq squared and then 3pqr. And then 6. See? And then now we can straight away cancel 6, 6. Back. See? So nice, right? And then next we continue and then we'll have 6qpr plus times 6pq squared. So now there's no more fraction below. So then we can move around already. 2pq squared, 3pqr, 6qpr plus 12pq squared. Can you see? There are 2 groups of family here. pq squared and pqr. So I thoroughly group them together. So 2 plus 12. I think I missed out something again. See, this is negative sign, right? Do you see this is a negative sign? So I should put this as negative sign. Just a reminder, negative, because we have to open the bracket. Negative 6 times negative 6 also. This also have to be negative. Okay, so now we already continue. So again, 2pq, we group them together. So 2 minus 12pq squared, it will be negative 10pq squared. Correct? And then in the middle, negative 3pqr minus 6, it will be negative 6 plus 3 will be 9pqr. They are same. Okay? Correct? Okay? And then now, can we factorize some more? Can we factorize some more? Can, right? We can take out other things. What should we take out? Dun, dun. Okay, I think I can take out PQ, right? And then negative 10, negative 10Q. I think I left with negative 10Q. And then minus 9. PQ, no more negative R. Yeah. Okay. So for fraction, at the answer at the back, we shouldn't have bracket. But for normal numbers like this, we have to be end with brackets. Okay? So far, so good. Okay, now if okay, let us continue with the next question. I think which should I try? Did I mark down? Okay, let's try another one. Substitution. Okay, so far it's a like quick revision already. Page 4, 2. So we will we will busy doing question. Okay, question and question. Okay. So do you know which page? Page 4. Question number 2. Okay. So now it's come to substitution. You know what is substitution? Substitution is to put in ganti, the alphabet in. I think in our chapter 3 we did learn this, right? So just copy. Now they say if J equals to 3, put it in. K equals to -1, L equals to 4. This is the simplest question we have to do, all right? So it's 8. So whenever they substitute something, you put a bracket. Just in case, because bracket, you just remember, bracket equals to times. So anything is in bracket, we know how to times. And also, if there's a negative number outside and inside, so we will remember to make it positive. Okay, that's why I put bracket. K is, see, bracket already, -2 times 4, 3 square, L is 4. And then -2, 3, -1, and 4. Wow, interesting, right? So don't worry, all this can be solved using calculator because they are all just figures, okay? So 1, I think no more. This is 1. This is 24 times, this is 9. 9 times 4 times 4. 144. All right. And then below, press everything to calculator. Negative, no more. 2 times 3 times 4. 24. And then you will be so happy they can cancel off each other. It will become 1/4. Okay. Sure, right? Simple. Am I too fast? I hope you all still have chance to do it yourself, yeah? Nice. Okay, now we come to next part called factorization and expansion. So we can do some revision of what we have learned, okay? Okay, now first thing first, in our chapter 2, right, we have factorization and expansion. So we know how to expand. Expand actually is easier, but now factorization, some of the factorization, we need to memorize the formula. For example, this. Do you remember how to solve this? If you happen to have this, a plus b, and then everything squared. A plus b, if it's squared. So by formula, by default, you remember, because some of you all will do this, please don't do that. A squared plus b squared, then jialat. No, it's never the same because it's come from a plus b and a plus b, because square meaning you have double of it, a plus b, a plus b. And then initially, we need to expand. I think I won't revision for expansion. I think you're okay. Expand 1 by 1. 1 by 1. 1 by 1. Understand? This is need to expand, need to times 4 times. But there's a shortcut. So whenever you see square same thing, you can use this formula. Meaning a square and then start with b square. In the middle, I want you to do a trick. Is to put a small 2 there. So why do you need to put a small 2 there? So I know that it's 2, where is my pen? 2 times A times B. So it's 2AB. Okay. If it happens to be minus, then the middle will be minus. But A square and B square will always positive. Why? Because square will always positive. Even though -1 times -1, it will also be positive because 2 times negative will be positive. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Okay, so let's try. Let's try to solve this lah. I think this is not too hard. Okay, revision. 2a minus 3 squared. Okay, so first thing first, square. So 2a squared and then 3 square, and then I put a small 2 in the middle. Okay, so at the end, I will know how to times them together. 2, 2, 2, 12, and then 8, and then plus 3. And then, yes, correct. 4a squared minus 12a plus 9. Cool. So you're steady, right? So next part, we also need to, this is also very common they will ask, which is this kind of question. When both of them are perfect square. Perfect square. How does a perfect square look like? For example, they can be written as a squared minus b squared. Remember, have to be minus, yeah? If it's positive, also cannot change. You have to be minus. So this is also another shortcut. For example, for this case, 4 minus 9b squared. First thing first step, write them in square form. If everything they can write them is fast in square form, then it will be so much easy. So 4 is equal to 2 square. 9b squared equals to 3 squared b squared. See, everything it is square form. And then when you see this, you can transform this to become 2 brackets, which is 2 minus 3b. Okay, and then remember to balik the sign. 2 plus 3b. So we also learn this. Or the other way around, whenever you see this 2 minus 3b, 2 plus 3b, so you can straight away convert back to this form also. Okay? So this is the second one. The third factorization we need to always remember is using when we're doing quadratic factorization. What do you mean by quadratic factorization? When there's square here. When the unknown is square. And then the format will always be will be a squared plus bx plus c. Always like this form. And also they are in 3 terms. So whenever you see these terms, okay, I know we have learned using this method, okay, but my encourage for you, your exam, right? You can always use shortcut, which is using your calculator. I know you all should know how to press, right? Which type of calculator also can, remember to sub in. Use calculator to find. So when you use calculator find, this is A, this is B is equals to 1, right? And then C is equals to -3, correct? So when you press, I shouldn't give you answer. Can you try? What is the x you can find? So in your calculator, they surely will give you x first. Correct? They'll give you x first. So after that, they only convert them into 2 brackets. Okay? Come on, press your calculator. Equation. Do you still remember how to press the equation mode? Good. Okay, come. So if you are using same calculator as mine, which is 570 ms, so you just press mode 3 times and you will see EQN. And then unknown, never is unknown. No, I want degree. Degree meaning is square or cube. Degree 2. And then now you will have A question mark, B question mark, C question mark. If you are using the other type, which is the EX mode, definitely you won't have this, but they straight away insert it. Okay. So my A equals to 2, B equals to 1, and C equals to -3. And then straight away press equal sign. So normally the quadratic form, which is this form, they will have 2x answer. So first answer, what do you get? First is, hey, you all got it? X number 1 is 1. Did you find it? X number is 1. Correct. And then you press again, you will see another one, which is 3. How is that possible? Not 3. You press again, you will have X2. Your X2 answer should be in decimal, right? But I don't want decimal. I want you to change that into improper fraction. How to do that? You press Shift ABC. Change to improper fraction. You will get -32. Understand? You all got it? Yingjian? Okay, cool. So now we convert this into brackets now. So how do I convert? Remember, everything will be in X first. Remember, the sign is always positive. If it's a positive, convert to negative. Negative turn to positive. So the first one is positive, so -1. And then next is a negative sign, you see? So I have to positive. Remember, +3. And then you will ask, teacher, how about the 2 below? 2 below, put it in front. That's it. Okay, x minus 1, 2x plus 3. Okay, so this is how we solve the equation. So far, so good. And then this is how we factorize this. Normally, when we do factorization, yeah, they want us to end with this bracket. And then so we can cancel off and also when we do division. Okay. And now, of course, since you know how to do this, if they really want you to show without using calculator, we also have cheat code, correct? We can have cheat code, which is I use back the cross form and then fill it up. I think you all know, right? Because first one is x minus 1. Second is 2x plus 3. So the answer will always equal. Okay, so I won't drag too much there. Then we continue with the question, which is factorization. Yeah, let's come to page, which page is I'm in now? Page 5, right? Page 5. So question number 2. Okay, whenever you see fraction, and then they are in minus and positive, plus and minus, so it won't be as fun as using multiplication division, because if it's plus and minus, we have to make them into same denominator. The 6 and 2p have to be same. Okay, so how to do that? First thing first, we cross multiplication. Easier. You need to times p times, times 6. Times 6. Okay. So now we do it very carefully, okay, because one sign different, the answer will totally wrong, okay. So this is 2p squared. So both of them already combined in the same, which is 12p, correct? And then minus, this is 6p squared. And then minus 24q, okay? Correct? Yeah, now we are combined already. So far, so good. This step should be okay, right? Change to same denominator. Now we try to open the bracket and then simplify it. So 2p minus 6p squared is equals to minus 4p squared, right? Correct? And then we have this. We haven't opened this bracket, minus and minus. So it will become plus 24q. Okay? And then now it's 12p. So I think we can factorize, am I right? I think we can factorize. So 4 and 24 and 12, I can take 4 and take 4 out, am I right? Correct? So I factorize 4. 4 minus p squared plus 6q. And then 12p. Okay? And then it will equals to 1p squared plus 6q over 3p. Ta-da! So this is the answer. Okay? So far, so good. Now we try one more question at 4. So far, so good. Okay, yeah. Now we continue with 4. Again, wow. This is interesting. I like to try this kind of question. Okay, now, again, it's plus and minus. Can you see? So why need to bracket? Jaden, let's see. Why need to bracket? You mean this, right? Okay, because can you see? Okay, this is very important. Now, when there is a minus sign in between the two terms, minus sign in between the two terms. You see, if you forgot to bracket, right, then what will happen? You will write minus p squared minus 24q, which is correct or wrong? This part, I'm mentioning this part. If you didn't bracket, you will straight away take 24 as minus, but this is wrong, am I right? So whenever I put bracket, so I will remember minus and minus, you need to times it. So minus by minus, it will become positive. Jaden, understand? Whenever there's, like for example, there's a bridge in between two fractions, I will always remember put a bracket whenever it times what. So I will remember always this is a minus sign. So far, so good. Okay, Jaden? Okay, really, I really worry you all forgot to put minus. Then, jialat, you didn't put bracket. Then, instead of plus 24, it will put it at negative 24, which is the whole question we come wrong. Okay, now come to 4. 4 again. So, again, this minus sign. So, minus and plus, we need to change them into same fraction. But it's okay. So we factorize whatever we factorize. Do you remember this? This is in a quadratic form, x squared. So I think we can convert into two little bracket, right? Factorize. Whenever you factorization, we have to convert them. No need to solve x, but I want to change to brackets. So can you all do it for me? Solve the x and then put in bracket. Yeah, come on, do it for me. And then 2x minus 10. I do it first. So what you get for x? And then we convert them to bracket. A is 1, B is minus 10, C is 25. And then you will get x is equals to, correct, interesting, 5 and 5. Meaning it will be x minus 5, x minus 5. See? And then you will see some of the familiar faces here already. Okay, now on top also, we can factorize also, right? Correct? So now we slowly do. Okay, now on top 2x minus 10, I think I can take 2 out. So x minus 5. See, there are x minus 5 below also. And then x minus 5, x minus 5. Okay, and then minus 1, x minus 5. And then again, do you still remember we need, this is a fraction, and then there is a minus sign in between. So I have to change back into same denominator. So this have to times by x minus 5, x minus 5, oh, correct, in order to make them to same. So x minus 5. Okay. On top, we have 2x minus 5. And then here, see, Jaden, here, I will always remember put negative and then put in x5 bracket. Okay. If you didn't put bracket, it will be like this. And then you will straight away put negative, and then you will be negative x, negative 5. Factorize the x minus 5 on top. Factorize the x minus 5 on top. Yeah, you can. I combine first. Can get. Okay, so I just combine everything first. Okay. So far so good. That's why you need to put bracket. If you put bracket and then the negative 5, it will convert to positive. Okay, so we continue. Yeah, correct. We can factorize x minus 5, x minus 5. Wait. Let me see. Oh, yeah, we have sorry, I think we can factorize first. Wait. Yeah, interesting. Oh, thank you. I missed out this. Okay, so I think I should factorize first. If not, it will be very complicated again. So we factorize this. So 2x minus 5. Okay, then we no need times already. Good way, x minus 5. And then x minus 5, since they are same, so it will be 1x minus 5. Oh, interesting. Just now this is a better way. Okay, Ken. So far so good. Okay. Now we are at which part? I do another 2 more questions. Then we skip to other part already. Okay. So now simplify each of the following. Simplify each of the following. Let's see. How do I simplify? So I will open the bracket first. Times. And then see this minus. So plus. Oh, almost forgotten this sign. And then can you see this? This is the format of a squared plus, this is minus, or minus is minus 2ab plus b squared. Do you remember this format? This is squared. So I have to open bracket. But even though it's a minus, okay, I open the bracket, and then I do it again. So it's 2 square x squared. And then at the back is y squared. And then this minus, so I will put a small 2 here. Meaning 2 times 2, 4xy. So fast. Shortcut. And then this also can wrap out, will be 4x squared. And then now, see, minus. Change everything. Become minus 4x squared. Minus, positive 4xy. And then minus y squared. So this is the purpose of bracket. And then next, we convert everything from the same family and group them together. Okay. X. Oh, x only 1. Okay. So we have xy. cancel off. Interesting. But, but, so I think I just left with 6x minus 4x squared minus y squared. Ta-da! Okay, lady? Okay, cool. So I think I'll skip number 4. Let's see what other question we can do. So far, okay. And then now we go to simplify. I think which question? Revision for A. This is the last time we have do a bit of revision on that. So whenever factorization, which page, right? It's just below 2. Okay. So whenever you see P, Q, Q are 4 term, right? So we can use different kind of technique, which is I split them into 2 if they are okay. So I can factorize the Q out, correct? Q, P plus R, and then S, P plus R. And then when you factorize them in partners, so you can see P plus R are same. If both of them are same, then it will convert to, anybody still remember how to convert them into the factorization form? It will become Q plus S bracket P plus R. Okay, remember? Cool. And then I think the rest you asked, okay, never mind. I'm going to try this. This is quite interesting. Last one, 4. So number 4, again, 2p plus 11, 6x. And then divide. So I flip it up. 1 to 1. Okay, now we can factorize, but this is a bit tricky, right? But if you remember, if you got aware, actually they are in square. Whenever they are square together, actually they are quadratic also. So actually you can press calculator, just that the b equals to 0. So let's try. Can you make it 2 brackets again? Yeah, this you can make it in 2 brackets because it's a square form. Okay, and also I also can make it simplify or don't think it. Okay, 2p plus 11, 6x times 8x squared. So make it in 2 brackets. It will be, you press it, a equals to 4, b equals to 0, and then minus 1 to 1. And then your answer would be, what is your answer? X equals to, you all got it? Convert the below into quadratic mode, split into 2 brackets. Yes, good. So the answer is 11, 2 and 11 and minus 11, 2. So it will be 2x minus 11, 2x plus 11. Yes, good job. So now we cancel. Yeah, see, we can cancel already. 2x P or X oh, P and X. Oh, 2P, P is P. How come change to X? Because when we use calculator, we are so get used to it. 2p minus 11, 2p plus 11. So cancel off. So we have, and then 6 also can. 3 and 4, 4x squared. So I will left with 3, 2p minus 11. And then remember in fraction, we don't want bracket. So we will 4x squared, 6p minus 33. Okay, steady? Yes. Okay. So now let's try some interesting question. I think the rest you all can try. I think you're smart enough to do it. So maybe we can try this below. Challenging words problem. It's not really challenging, just that it's in words, okay? Which is on page number 6. Number 6. Average amount of liquid. All of y'all can stand, if I use English, okay, right? So anyone of you request for BM, you can inform me. So I try to dual language, okay? So average amount of liquid is PQR is 3H average, is 3H. So meaning there are 3 bottles, PQR, and then the average amount of water is 3H. And then he said, okay, then I think I should draw the bottle out. 1, 2, 3. So this is PQR. And then they say the average is 3H. Okay, you know how to find average? When you plus 3 of them together and then divided by 3, this is called average. Okay, and then they say P and Q is 9 and 5 ml. And then they want you to express the amount of liquid in test tube R in terms of H. You need to find R. Okay? So how do you know? How do I do? So far, I think the answer should be have related to 3H lah. So just now I said, so average is equal to 3H. So how do I find average? Is to all the liquids add together, right? 9 plus 5 plus, but R, I don't know how much. So I just put R lah to represent unknown. Okay? And then I put 3 divided by 3. This is called average. And then you move it up. Whenever you see ungkapkan R dalam H, or you can see that express R in terms of H. So who is the main character, R or H? Express meaning you need to move, rearrange. Yes, remember the first term will be the main character. So I have to save the R out. So you just continue doing what you're doing later. All right. And then R is happy on this side. So you just move negative 14, R. So R will be 9H minus 14. Dun -dun. Even though just now we do R is on the right side, right? But at the end, the answer will always flip R to the other way. Just flip it back, just like a pancake, you flip it over. Okay, let's say B. If H equals to 4, find the total liquids of PQR. Okay, so now we know that R here is the liquid of R. So I substitute lah, 9. H equals to 4 minus 14. Right? So R equals to 22, am I right? Okay, so this is 22. So this is total liquid will be 9 plus 5 plus 22. $36, correct. Okay, cool. And it's in ml. Ding. Okay, Sadie. So now we try another one here. This is interesting, this question. Okay, we try. Also using ungkapkan. I think this is a revision of chapter 3, the algebra. Yinghui was 3K plus 5 years old. Okay, there's a girl. Actually, it's a teacher. 3K plus 5 years old. 2 years ago. This is 2 years ago. Okay, yeah, you are good, man. And then Yu Tian, another teacher, is twice as old as Yinghui. So this is Yinghui's age, you know. So if it's twice of Yinghui, meaning who is elder? Yu Tian, am I right? Is twice of Yinghui. So twice is times or square. Sometimes you will confuse, right? Just put square. Square or times 2? It's times 2 because double. So 3K plus 5 twice times 2. So far okay? Jaden, you okay? We have to do it slowly. Yu Tian, yalah 2 kali. So times 2. Yes, times 2. And then after that, they say that lastly, we have another person called Mr. Ko. Mr. Ko is K years older than Yu Tian. K years older than Yu Tian. So who is older? Mr. Ko or Yu Tian? Mr. Ko. So we to do this plus K. Okay, steady. And then they say, find the age of Mr. Ko in K. In K. So how? So I have to, that is exactly the unknown. Just that I need to rearrange to dalam ungkapan K, meaning the main character is K, correct or not? Okay, cool. So we arrange. Hi, Jamie. Oh, left already. It's okay. Plus K. And then 6K plus K is equal to 7K plus 10. Okay. Okay, steady. So this is the age. 7K plus 10. Okay. And then they say, actually, this question a bit tricky, you know. They didn't mention that they want the age of Mr. Go 2 years ago or they want it now. Did they mention? Am I right? This is like 2 years ago. Am I right? So probably if I assume they want to find it this year, I think I will add another 2 years. Am I right? This 2 years ago, ma? Correct or not? So I think I will add another 2 here. Correct or not? This 2 years old. So I think 7K plus 12 is Mr. Call now. The age for now. Okay? And then they say, how old will Mr. Call be 5 years later? Yes, correct. So if K equals to 1, so 7 times 1 plus 12. But 5 years later, this is for now. 5 years later with plus 5 lah. So it will be 7 plus 12 plus 5 equals to 24. Correct? Yeah. So far, so good. Okay. So we continue with other part, which is called the Form 1's chapters. So far, so good, right? We get to, okay. So now, do you remember this part called factor and multiple, which is Form 1, Chapter 2, I will also remember. So do you remember what is factor, what is multiple or not? For example, they ask you, factor, can you list out the factors of 24? How do you know? Can you list out all the factors of 24? Factor meanings are, I think in BM in English, we know what is the factors that cause accident. Factor meaning is the reason. Is the reason. Correct. So what caused it? So you have to interpret as, okay, what times what equals to 24? This is called factors. Yes, correct. So how to do it? In Form 1, we learned that if 24, we have to list out everything. So from the smallest to the biggest. 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 18. 18 pula. 3 times 8, right? 3 times 8. And then 4 times 6, and then that's it. So these are the factors of 24. Okay, correct. And then now, how about multiples? Multiples, meaning is times, right? So you just memorize the multiples, all the 12 multiples out. For example, times, 倍数. So it will be 12, 24, 1, 12, 12, 2, 12, 24, 36, 48, and so forth. Okay, so you all know multiples and factor, right? And then now, they also want you to know what is common multiple, what in BM called sepunya lah. So in English, it's called common multiple. Common multiple is like among the two factors, what are the same number that appear twice? I think you know, right? You can say it's same. Appear together. Okay, I think I won't further explain on this, but the other part is important, which is the highest common factor and lowest common multiple. So I think you all still remember, so I won't write in full form. Okay, highest common multiple. So from the name called highest, meaning is bigger lah, big one, high one. And BM, we will write it as faktor sepunya terbesar is besar, also big. Okay, so what I want you to remember the big one. The reason behind, because the technique of doing the F, the short form is HCF. Sometimes I also ask my student to say high five, high five. So H is always with F, factor always have high. Okay, yeah. So how to do it? You have to divide it. Same thing, you divide it. And then you have to find all the HCF for this. You want to remember how to do it? If you know, you can do it yourself, yeah? And then check answer with me. So remember, if it's besar, common, so we will divide until they have no longer same number that can be divided, then we'll stop there. That's called besar, highest. So we can divide by 3, I think. Hey, I think 9 also can, but I don't want. I will start with the smallest number, 3. 18. And then 9, and then 3 again, 3, and then 3 again, 1 and 3. And then can you see? We stop here because there's no longer same number. So no longer can be divided again. So my HCF, write down, HCF is equals to 3 times 3 times 3 equals to 27. Okay, now, how about now? Come go to the other side, called LCM. Lowest common multiple. Remember, it's lowest, meaning it's low. And then SK, TK, terkecil, meaning small, kecil, small. So why do we need to so particular on the small and big? Because later on, we have to divide everything until they become 1, 27 and 54. Okay? Same thing, I think, same method. 9, 18, 3, 3, 6, 3. Now, until this stage, we cannot stop yet because it's a smallest, lowest, okay? So we can write another one, 3, until they become 1. Yeah, now everything is same already. So what is my LCM? So my LCM is all the 3 times together. So we have 4, 3. The answer would be I think wrong already. Sorry. Yeah, so careless. This is 3 and 1. Wait, sorry. 1 and 2, right? Jialat. 1 and 2. This also. This 1 and 2, but it's okay lah. This is not the answer. 2. No wonder so weird. Okay. So, the other another 2. 1, 1. So this is 2. So the answer would be 27 times 2 equals to 54. Okay? Yeah, correct. It's 2. Okay? And then next, later on, we also try some exercise on the like problem solving question for LHCF and LCM. So I'm not sure will your exam will come out, but I think it's good to revision because in problem solving question, they're a bit lengthy and wordy. They won't tell you straightforward that you please do HCF, please do LCM. Yeah, if it's really straightforward, I think easier for you. But the tricky part is they won't tell you. So you have to find out when to use HCF, when to use LCM. If it's HCF, normally the safest word you can find is like the besar, maximum, longest, biggest. Yeah, all these are big. Okay. And then next is they want to split them into groups. Split them into groups. Okay, barisan, kumpulan. This is called HCF. How about LCM? LCM is terbalik. Since it's lowest, they will show you like minimum, terpendek, or they say pertama. Because sometimes when to use LCM, the other way is they want to measure when will happens again. English called when it happens again. Happens again. Happen together. Okay? Or sometimes when we buy stuff, buy packets. Yeah, later we'll demo. Okay, so far so good. So you all recall already, right? So since it like when it happens again, meaning the first to happens again, the closest date to happen again, so they say pertama or the first one. So normally it's LCM. Okay, so moving forward, let's try this question. Okay, we do it quick and then before we go to next part. So let's go. 4, number 4. Page 7, number 4. You see, Chris Even, wow, Chris Even is the Avenger. Want to pack 144 sweet and 96 cookies for Christmas. And then every seeds must be divided equally. Can you see divide? Divide meaning they want to put in, make it smaller. Am I right? To make it smaller, divide into group, into packets. And then they say, how many goodies bag are used to pack all the food? Okay, now divide equally. Just now I already show you some hints, right? What do you think? We should use LCM or HCF? Okay, show you hints again. Divide equally. LCM? Everybody say LCM. How come? LCM? Is it LCM? Is it LCM? Divide wall. Divide wall. Divide wall. If they want to divide, right? The answer is HCF. The answer is HCF. Because they want to divide all the sweet into same packets, you know? You want to divide the sweets into same numbers together. All right? So divide. Okay, so now, how many goodie bags are used to pack all food? So definitely, I just wrote 144 and 96. Can you all do for me? HCF. Again, if you divide equally without any food left, is HCF. If they say you buy something and then they say how many food I should pack or whatever. Yeah, different story. Okay? HCF. It's a long way because it's a big number. Let me put it here. Okay? Yes, and then you got this divide until no longer can be divided anymore together because H is HCF. So you times all this together. My HCF is equals to all these times together. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So the answer would be 48, correct. Meaning they can divide, make them all the sweets and also the cookies divide into 48 packets. Packets are okay. And then they say, how many sweet and cookies were inside the goodie bags? Okay, amount 144, 96, they all can be divided equally into 48 small goodie bags. Okay, and then they say, okay, since I know it's 48 goodie bags, and then one goodie bag got how many sweet, got how many cookies? How do you know? How do I find? Yes, correct. Because we know that total sweet is 144. So since I want to divide them into 48, so 144 divided to 48, and then the answer will be 3. Okay, so 3 sweets. And then how about cookies? Cookies 96 over 48. It will be how much? It will be 2. And then 2 cookies, 1 goodie bag. Okay, now we do another one. Here. Okay. Yuqing want to slim down, so we decided to jog every 4 days. Okay, and then his crush jog every 6 days. Okay, how many times will Yuqing meet with his crush if foot joggle on the first day of May? So it's LCM. Wrong. It's LCM or HCF. Definitely it's not related to any division in groups or division in packet, right? Definitely it's LCM. And then because they want how many first, so we have to count when will be the first time they will meet, correct or not? So definitely is LCM. So how to do it? Very simple. 4 days and 6 days. When will they meet? Remember LCM will divide them until 1. So 2, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 3, and then 3, 1, 1, 1. So they meet up every how many days? LCM, 2 times 2 times 3. 12. Correct? They meet every 12 days. So they say, but it's never stop here. How many times will Yuqin meet in May if it's jogging on the first day? So meaning how many times they will meet? Okay, first day, of course they will gonna meet on 1st May, correct? 1st May. So after that, every 12 days will meet, right? So plus 12, it will be on 13 May. And then plus another 12 days, it will be 25, correct? And then some more, 25 plus 12, oh, 37. Sorry, 37 already in June. So total is 3 times, which is 3 days. Okay, steady? Okay, now we revision back what is ratio, rates, and proportion, okay? Yeah, we try to pick up here and there and here. Okay, now Liang Jie wants to buy a notebook, iPad Pro, and then Apple Pencil for teaching purpose. So there are 3 stuff here. One is Notepad, Note 9. One is iPad 12. One is Apple Pencil. Okay, steady. And then they say the ratio of the price is 3 items is 7, 12, and 5. So ratio, if you still remember, ratio can be write in dot form, and then according to the sequence, or you can write in fraction form, okay? And then you have to write according to the order. So 7, 12, and 5. Steady? And then if the difference of, also this ratio, so in ratio, we always want to compare with the actual one. Like this, because ratio, we know that everything is already simplified. Okay, so actual, you have to times back. When you find 1 part ratio equals to how much actual. This is the homework, to do task we're going to do when solving ratio question. So it say that the price of the Apple Pencil iPad Pro 12 is 1750. Difference of Apple Pencil and iPad Pro is 1750. So this is actual, right? Correct? This is actual, ma. So now I compare it to ratio 1. Okay? Compare to ratio. So Apple Pencil is 5, right? Correct? Put back 5. And then iPad is 12. So the difference is how many part? How many part? It's in 7, right? Yeah, 7. So meaning 7 parts is equals to 1750. Correct? 7 parts equal to 1750. So I'm going to find 1 part. So 1 ratio or 1 part is equals to 1750 divided by 7 lah. Is equals to 250. So 1 part is equals to 250. And then the answer they want is that the total amount paid by Liang Jie. So you times everything 250 because 1 part, 1 ratio, 1 number is equals to 250. So total amount would be, plus them together, 7 plus 12 plus 5 times by 250 lah. As simple as that, correct? So it will be 6,000. So very rich, Liang Jie. He spent 6,000 to buy 3 of them. So far, so good. Okay. So now we continue with some other part. So I think ratio, like, yeah, you just need to find 1 part. And then I think one kind of question I should try also. Let's see. I think solving unknown, all this, you are also steady lah. Just now we already try a lot already, am I right? Move here and there. I think I will skip this question. Okay, because we just finished of that. And let's try other question like, do you still remember how to solve the simultaneous equation? Maybe we can revision one. You can go to page 10. Page 10. Simultaneous equation. Okay. Page 10, yeah? So let's say Coco saved only 20 cents and 50 cents in her piggy banks. Then last month, she put in total of 35 coins that exactly RM10. How many 20 and 50 cents did she put in her piggy bank last month? Wow. So far, so good. So here, normally simultaneous equation, they will give me like 2x plus y equals to 3, and then 3x plus 2y equals to 4, something like that, and then you solve it, correct? So this kind of question, normally they want you to form the two equation on your own. Okay, interesting? So now, I want to find what is my x and y first. What x and y meaning what is the question, what is the answer they want to find? They say the numbers of 20 cent, right? Because how many 20 cent and how many 50 cent? The bilangan, the numbers. So I will write x equals to numbers of 20 cent. Okay, and then y is equals to number of 50 cent. I will write this assumption. Correct? So now I want to use every figure. Actually, they have a purpose. So I will form them into equations. So now they say, Coco saved 20 cents and 50 cents in her piggy bank. Last month, she put total of 35 coins. 35 coins is a total number of 20 cents and 50 cents, right? Steady? Correct? So first equation is 35. So 35 equals to number of 20 cents plus number of 50 cents. Correct? So this is the first equation done. Happy? Okay. Now, second equation. They say, this amount is exactly, okay, how many 20, okay, sorry. And then the amount are exactly 10 ringgit. Amount is exactly 10 ringgit. So, let's say, so since we know X is the numbers, right? So since they want money already, so where can I get the money? So it's 10 ringgit and 20 and 50 cents, right? Correct? So 10 ringgit, I cannot just put 10. If not, I will put like 20x plus 50y, correct? Because 20 is number of 20 cents. So number of 20 cents times 20, correct? And then y is 50 cents times number of 50. But the end, I put 10. Am I right or correct? Am I right or not or wrong? 10. You understand for this part? I'm not sure. Yeah, correct. Or you have two choices. One is to change them into decimal, 0.2 and then plus 0.5. Or you make them into 100, 1,000. Remember, we have to change them into the correct unit. Yes. No, now, can we change already? How to solve this? How to solve this? So, substitute lah, correct. So we can, for this, I think substitute easy. Substitute is quite easy. So let's see, x is equals to, I put x, 35 minus y. Okay, so I got first equation already, second equation already, third equation, this is third equation. So I will sub third equation into second one. So 20x equals to 35 minus y plus 50y equals to 1,000. Okay, so it would be so 50 minus 20 is 30y. 1,000 minus 70 is 300. Oh, that's easy. So 30 minus, so it would equals to y equals to 10. 10 digit, correct? Okay, so meaning y is equals to 10, meaning there are 10 digits of 50 cents. So now we put it back on to find x. So x is the only equation, I will use this equation to find because it's the simplest one. So I sub it, x plus y I know is 10, right? So 10 equals to 35. So it will be 25x. So x equals to 25 digits. So you can write it down. Number of 20 cents is 25, and then number of 50 cents is 10 digit. So total is 35, correct? So far, so good. So this is simultaneous equation. So far, so good, this part. Okay. So let's see what kind of question we can do. We can revision also. So far, so good. Okay, so I think simultaneous, you're steady, right? 前期, you also steady, right? Or you need me to revision some more? Yeah, few more question at the back, like same kind of question. But if you're really not sure, you can always try to do it yourself after class. Okay, next part, maybe we can try this pie chart. Okay, this chapter 12, page 12, page 12, how to read pie chart. Not too hard, but because we don't have we doesn't have enough time to draw the chart out, but we study how to read. Okay, so they say page 12, yeah. Pie chart represent Kasing every month need to pay the expenses that he need to pay, and then they say the total gaji bulanan, the monthly salary is 5400. Okay, per bulannya dalam sebulan. Okay, so meaning everything here added together have a final answer of 5400. Okay, so they say first, how much money is allocated for food? For food, didn't say how much leh. Then how leh? But how do I find? They didn't give us how many percent. But you see, all of them, they have 4%, 10%, 14%, 16%, 20%. Correct? So yes, correct. I just minus 100 lah. 100 minus everything will be equals to how many percent? 64, right? And then you minus 64%, 36, right? 36%. Okay, since it's 36%, right? So, but they don't want percent, they want money. So 5400 times, whenever you see percentage, right? Make it in decimal form, which is 0.36. It will be equals to 1944. Okay, next. What is the simplest fraction of expenditure of the telephone? Telephone is this. Simplest fraction. So 14%, right? They don't want money, they want in the fraction form. So we know 14 is equal to 1400, right? And then we want simplest, right? Fraction, so I simplify it, 14 over 100. If you're not sure how to make it simplest, just type calculator, 14 over 100, and then automatically they will help you factorize it, becomes surplus, which is 30. Okay, next, they say, calculate the angle sector of casting. Angle. Okay, now they want angle. They don't want percentage. If that is allocated for clothes. So I know clothes is how many percent? It's 20%, right? If in percentage, it's 20%. Okay, or you can say 0.2. And then they say angle. Angle. You know percentage? The full mark is 100. How about angles? If angle, the maximum angle that the pie chart had is 360, you're right. We know one circle is 360. So equals to 360 times by, in fraction is 0.2, right? So 0.2, that's it. 72 degree. Okay, steady. Okay, nice. So let's continue. How about this? Are you familiar with this also? Okay, let's see. Here. This is chapter 1, page 13. Chapter 1, this year, chapter 1. So chapter 1 is about number sequence, right? But the only formula you need to memorize is how to find my Tn. I hope you still remember. Tn meaning you want to find the terms. No matter it's T100 or T30 or T3, meaning the third term is how much. So there's a formula. Do you remember? What is that? What is the formula? A plus n minus 1 d. Remember, this is the only formula that chapter 1 have. Okay, what does it mean? Let me explain. Tn is the number lah. How many times? First time, second term, third term. Okay, the numbers. And then A is equals to the first number. First number is how much? Okay, remember A is first number because A, B, C, D, A ma. N I'm not sure. N depends on this. This N and this N are same. Okay, this N and this N are same. So whenever you put Tn is N equals to 3, then this have to be in 3 also. And then next, we need to know what is D. D is difference. Okay, so you need to minus and then know the difference and then you know how it is ready. For example, the later we show you how. Okay, difference of let's try. They say, okay, so these are the bentuk pertama. So this 1, first N equals to 1, N equals to 2, N equals to 3, N equals to 4, which is T1. Normally, I will write T1, T2, T3, T4. Okay. Also, N equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. And they say, state the number of hexagon to form T7 shape in sequence. So now, or else I need to draw out. I think I won't waste my time doing drawing, but I will use this calculator. So first thing first, they want to find 7. So meaning they want to find T7. Correct or not? Correct? So we sub all the figure is using the formula. So the formula is Tn equals to A plus N minus 1D. Correct? So Tn is T7. So what is my A? Don't count wrongly. They want hexagon. Is hexagon. Okay. How many hexagon in the first term? A. Yes, we got 3. And then N is 7, right? Because N, the T7 here is equal to N. So 7 minus 1. D, what is the difference? I think it's always the same. So here got 3, right? Initially, we got 3. A, C, 2 more. Same thing. Also, another 2 more. So my difference is always 2. Okay, now then you open and solve the question. 15, correct? Okay, simple and nice. No need draw. Happy, right? Okay, so you must remember this formula lah. Next, they say, what is the number of triangle in the 7 shape? Hey, okay. So this is no formula used, but you use logic and common sense. They say, so far, if term 7, we have total of 15 hexagon. Okay, so one hexagon got how many triangle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One hexagon got 6 triangle, correct? So need to times 6 lah. Ta-da! 90 triangles. Okay, cool. Steady. Still got another 5 minutes. I think I will try to solve the... How about angle of elevation? You're steady? Or this question, you know, okay, I think angle of elevation better. You're steady with angle of elevation? Page, just a quick revision is page 20. You're steady? Page 20, angle of elevation. Or you prefer solving using this? This is the square and factors. Okay, never mind, I do this lah. I think you all steady with angle elevation, right? It's okay, now we do this. So I want you to copy the question because the question wrong already. Can you recopy the question at the empty space anywhere? Here. Okay, put it here. Okay, can? Okay, you copy the question. So they give you hints. First hint is 2.098 square. The answer is 4.4. And then another hints they give you is root 44 equal to 6.633. Okay? Yeah, it's form 1. Form 1, we learned that. Okay, steady? So now they say they want you to solve this instead. So you can see that this part, you have to remember that they want you to convert. And then they say without using calculator, you know. So that's why you can't cheat. You cannot just use calculator press. If you press calculator, the answer won't get the same. Definitely with different one. So teacher, you know you cheat. So this you have to know the techniques to do it. Okay, so this is a bit complicated question, but if you remember, it will be okay. So now let's compare. 4, 4 and 4. The only thing is this, right? It's easier, right? 4, 4 and 4, 4, 0, 0. Can you see? Both are same. No, same, same, but different. The only difference is what? What is the only difference between root 4, 4 and 4, 4, 0, 0? Yes, the decimal. So we just need to change the decimal. As long as we change that into 4, 4, then nice already lah. But I need to convert the decimal. Understand? So for the decimal rules, like remember, for square, when you want to move a decimal, meaning it will involve 1 0, correct? So let's say I want to test you all, you can write at the side. If you root 10, can you get answer? Do you get answer? Root 10. Only 1 0 cannot, okay? Cannot. If you root 100, can you get answer? Yes, you get 10. Okay, same thing. 1,000 cannot. So, and then 10,000 you can. Why? What is the difference? Can you see? As long as the 0 is in even numbers, you see this 2 0, this is 4 0. So you can do it with square. So when to root. So whenever you solve this kind of question, you have to make sure the amount of decimal moving is in even number. Can you try? 44 to 4400. You have to move 2 decimal, correct? You have to move 2 decimal, right? Correct? So 2 decimal is even number. So yes, it's okay. But whenever you find it's only move 1 or 3 decimal, then sorry, you cannot move. We cannot continue with this question. Understand? So since it's 2 decimal, okay, you have to think. From 44 to 4400, it's become bigger, right? Become bigger, so I need to times. Times by how many zeros? Since 2 decimal, times by 100. Okay? And then remember, this is split from the top, so I have to wear back the root. Still remember? Okay? And then now next, 2085. Same issue also. What is the difference between this and that? The only difference is also decimal only, am I right? So I can convert them again. So how do I convert? 2089.82. So how many decimal different? I just write back 2102098 square. And then I want to change this from top to become top 1. It's become bigger or smaller? Bigger also, right? If it's bigger, meaning I need to times. If it's smaller, I need to divide. Times. How many 0? 1, 2, right? So you times by 2 0 again. So also allow, 2 0 again. Correct? Okay? So now 2 0. Because this is square, so on top, need to put square also. Okay, now magic time. So far, so good. Magic time. So do we have answer for this, my dear, without using calculator? What is the answer of root 44? All right. Lingjie. You know, we are trying to copy this, insert into the question so that without using calculator, I can insert this as answer. That's why. Right. Because they don't allow us to use calculator. So I need to use back the 44 lah. So since it's 44 already, I put back 6.633. Okay. And then root 100. So we know already, right? We can root 100, right? It will become 10. And then plus this. Do we have answer for this also? I think have, right? 2.098 is equals to this, right? 4.4. And then 100 square. What is 100 square? How many 0 we have? 4 0. Okay, now next step, last step, we times this, move the decimal at the back, right? So we got 66.33. Okay, and then times 4 0, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4. So we 4 4 0 0 0. And then you add them together for 4066.33. So this is how we solve this question. See, without using any calculator, this is how you do. Okay. So if you're still confused, you can always stay back to ask me question. If not, I think we'll end for this seminar. Okay. So time flies, you know. So I hopefully all the best in your exam. So the rest of question, please remember to complete it, finish it. The answer will be upload. So do it all, okay? The only way for you to improve for your maths is just practice, practice, and practice, okay? So thank you. Bye bye. Hopefully you all gain something, right?